Hi, welcome along to today's 4-Minute Clinic Live. I am Dr. Marianne Trent, and this is your daily prescription for better mental health. When will it hurt less? This is a question that I am asked really quite often in terms of grief and trauma and loss. And of course, sometimes with depression as well. How long have I got to stick this out before it starts getting better? And we often say, which doesn't feel very nice, that in therapy things can get more difficult before they get better. But of course, we need to make sure that we've taught people adequate coping and stabilization techniques before we start processing traumas. Otherwise, it can just feel too ouchy. People need to be able to build their distress tolerance to be able to cope with looking at the thing that pains them. Otherwise, it would just be flooding. It would just be really overwhelming. So to answer the question, sometimes we're a little bit like sort of sunflower seeds growing in the soil. Sometimes, we're making small and gradual changes, small and gradual shifts that we don't even notice, that are kind of happening in the dark and that other people can't yet see either. Really, what we call imperceptible small steps in the right direction. But of course, with human healing, we sometimes ebb and flow. So we might take what seems like a small step forwards, but we can take great big washes back again. But what happens with our capacity to change and heal is that once we have felt a little bit better, we're often able to hold in mind that we can let that wave take us, but that better times are coming again. So, I hope this is useful. Please do share, comment, like, even if watching on replay, because it might be really useful for somebody that you know. With trauma, and traumas can happen, not just from, catastrophe like, accidents and bomb blasts and things. Trauma can happen, through loss, through grieving, through humiliation or betrayal, and sometimes it can be really useful to get a little extra help in processing that trauma if it really does feel difficult and you keep getting dragged back to it. That can be a sign of trauma. If you really find it hard to shift it out of your mind, shift it out of your thoughts, then it might be an indication that trauma therapy, such as EMDR, might be really useful for you. So I hope this is helpful for you. How long does the healing take? How long will it take for me to feel better? Taking the first step is the most important thing. But in terms of grief, please do check out the Grief Collective, Stories of Life, Loss and Learning to Heal. And also, if you'd like some strategies for stabilization, check out the Feel Better Academy. I will look forward to catching up with you for our next 4-Minute Clinic Live very soon. Take care.